So today is the 1st of June, a new month, a new vlog. There is quite a few stuff I've got in the diary, a few theatre shows, a few meet up with some friends, so it should be quite a good month. So I've just gotten home after the early morning physio appointment at 8 AM. Literally the hospital wasn't even open when we got there because they don't open till 8. But yeah, saw the physio and we decided that the best course of action is to keep me on his books but not have a next appointment planned, and to just phone up and make an appointment because they're quite easy to make whenever I'm feeling better in the way. We find the medication at Part works. He's also going to refer me on to OT to see if they can offer any sort of assistance with getting some maybe adaptive stuff to help me with my independence, as unfortunately I'm losing lots of my independence at the moment. And I have had an OT in the past that came out and helped, but they were a child OT and they were mainly focused realistically on my education and schooling, because at the time my school was not being cooperative at all with trying to support me, and they still weren't afterwards. It's quite sad that unfortunately we're having the same issue that's happened with the paediatric video, but what is good is the fact that he's keeping me on his books. So if I do get a medication that kind of works, we can then start working on stuff again. But unfortunately it is going to be one of those things where it is unlikely that I probably return, unfortunately. It is another week, so another driving lesson. I didn't have one last week as unfortunately I had to cancel because of personal circumstances. So I'm glad I've got one this week. But yeah, I don't know what we're going to be doing, but we're definitely on the countdown to my test. I don't think I'm going to share what date it actually is, just because I am so nervous and I don't really want 1,000,001 messages on the day being like, have you passed, and then if I had failed, being like, no, I feel like the worst person in the world. You know what I mean? I am so nervous because I really need to pass, but also it is my first test and I don't know, I'm so anxious. I don't feel ready, even though this time, well, August a year ago, I was meant to have my test and we didn't do it. And I feel like I'm no better than them, and I'm just like, Hopefully today's lesson goes well, and hopefully I pass my test. It's not till next month, but we're really on the countdown with it, and I am so anxious. Today I am catching a train to meet my friend in her hometown, which is really nice because she doesn't actually live that far away from me. Only about an hour by actual train, but it's going to take me an hour 15 for the train there and an hour 40 for the train back, just because of changing trains, basically, the layover. Just going to have a walk around the park and stuff like that and then get lunch, but it's going to be really nice to catch up. It's been a little bit since we've seen each other and we both have quite a few things on in our lives, so it'd be nice to catch up, have a chat and just chill. It was so lovely to see my friend yesterday. We had a nice walk around town and we had lunch at a cafe and caught up. It was so lovely. Today I am off to Birmingham because I'm seeing the theatre show Cruel Intentions, the musical, at the Birmingham Hippodrome with my mum. I'm quite excited. I have never seen the film. I have seen the new TV show that they put out about it. They only got one season, very sad about that. Yesterday we went to Birmingham to see Cruel Intentions and it was great. I've never seen the film, but it was really funny. Even my mum enjoyed it, and went to a restaurant beforehand and it was really nice. Today I have the dentist, just 6 months checkup like normal. That's it. Tomorrow I'm going back to where my uni is to meet up with some of my uni friends. Thursday I'm meeting up with a friend, we're going up to town and we're going to see How to Train Your Dragon, which I'm very excited for. I love all the animated films. And then Friday I've got a podiatry appointment and a driving lesson. Today I am off to back to where uni is, basically, as I'm meeting up with my friends from uni. I met up with my friends today and it was so lovely. We went and got food at Spoon, they went to a different place and had some mocktails, and then went to a park, and it was just so nice not only to see people and hang out, but just have a natter, enjoy the sun and just generally have a really nice time. Today I am off into town with a friend, have a wander around, get some lunch, and then we're going to see the live action How to Train Your Dragon film, which I am so excited for. So today I went to town to see the new How to Train Your Dragon film, the live action one with a friend. It was so good. Yeah, it wasn't How to Train Your Dragon 1. It is a film that I love a lot, but it is still pretty good and it was nice, and I can't wait for the second one. So this morning I have a podiatry appointment, mainly just to see if these insoles are working, if they're actually helping, and hopefully get a few more because I wear more than one pair of shoes. We went to the podiatrist today. Unfortunately there isn't much she can do until we find a med that works, so she is going to go and annoy the rheumatology team to try and get them on a new med because it's coming up now. It's third week now, and she said she was going to try and get it done in a week, so she can't figure out if the pain I'm experiencing is due to my GIA or not. If we aren't on a medication that works, then she's also going to give me some new insoles to try and help balance my foot out. I'm currently now queuing for Youngblood tickets, which I don't know if I'll be successful because there's a very, very limited number of disabled tickets, which allow you to have the +1 companion. So I've been able to get ambient accessible seats is what they call them, where it's only a few steps and you can get a companion ticket opposed to wheelchair seating, which where it's just a space. But my god, one, there was no choice really. There was one section that had about 20 seats. That was it, which is ridiculous. One, there should be more disabled people than that. Two, it's not even like near the front, it was quite far back, and that's so frustrating because I don't have a choice. Also then the two seats, so the aisle seat, which where I like to sit, was gone. So I had to get the next two seats in. But what's really annoying is it doesn't show you till after you click on them, so you have to click on them. And it says, sorry, these are taken. You have to go to the next ones. Thank God the next ones weren't. And I got so stressful because it also kicked me off the first time because apparently I had it open on 2 browsers. I did not. So, yeah, glad I got it though. But it does really, really frustrate me when they do that because I had no choice realistically where I sat apart from how far on the row. And they didn't even do the full row that it was. It was like 3/4. So, I've got another driving lesson today. We are really on the countdown for test. I am so nervous, genuinely, because I need to pass my driving. Everyone says that they need to pass the driving test. I really do. There is no public transport where I live. I can't even get to the next village because it's 1.5 mile walk. So I've down country roads. So I've got to be able to drive to even catch the bus into the main town here. And even for at uni, it will just be so beneficial. We can go other places and just where the bus goes into town. It's really, really nerve-wracking because driving is something I do find hard and I have to really, really focus at. And my anxiety is like wham. I genuinely, I don't know, I think the road safety stuff you get taught in school just did really, really well with me. I'm here at Towers. I don't know if you can hear me. We've gone to Towers today. We've rented out a mobility scooter because I cannot do Towers, and they want me to be able to go on around on my own when the guys are on rides because I don't do a lot of rides. But yeah, but it's also nice not to have to worry about having to leave early because I can't do anything. So it has been a few days since we went to Alton Towers. I've just been so tired from it. Even though we used mobility scooter, which is the only reason I'd ever be able to even do that that day, it still really wore me out. So it's now Wednesday. I went on Saturday. Today I've got a driving lesson. I've got 2 this week. 1 today, 1 on Friday. Tomorrow I'm going uptown with a friend, and then Saturday is my local pride, which I'm really excited for. So today I'm off uptown to meet up with a friend, just have a chill, have a chat, have a natter. It's been a while since we've seen each other. I've seen each other since, I want to say about February, March time, so quite a while. But it is going to get up to 28 degrees today, so I'm going to be very, very warm. So I've not even brought a hoodie, which is very, very unlike me. I just really, really have to be careful because I can get too warm very, very quickly. I had a lovely day uptown with my friend. Went to a few shops, had a chill, had a chat, it was lovely. Today I've got another driving lesson. Am I looking forward to it? No. Do I ever look forward to driving lessons? No, I don't really like driving. I went to our local pride on Saturday. It was a great day, but it did wear me out so much. I love Pride, genuinely. I love the small little town prides because there's not this huge focus on drinking because I don't drink. Now today, I've just booked a blood test for today because I've just had the phone call finally, because she's only been able to speak to my consultant today, even though it's been a month since we had this appointment saying that I need new medication. We're trying a new medication. Do I remember what she said over the phone? No. But she is going to email me the link to the versus arthritis information so I can get some information beforehand. She originally offered me an appointment on Wednesday. The issue is I've got a driving lesson that finishes about half an hour before, and we're a bit lenient with the time driving lessons finish. She's managed to squeeze me in before the clinic opens officially on Monday, which is really, really good because I can fit my driving lessons around it. Once I get the text, I will let you know what new Biologic I'm starting. Am I nervous? Absolutely. It is another injectable. I don't know if it's weekly or 2 weekly. I guess I'll find out, or when I read this information. But yeah, it's a normal set of bloods, which is fine. I've already got the sheets for it. We've got the new Biologic's name. Do I know how to say it? No. Here it is on the screen because I don't know how to say it. So the hospital have phoned today. My mum's phone as well, even though I swear I literally changed all my records to my phone number, so God knows what old record they're looking at. They've moved my appointment earlier to Friday at 9 AM, so that's going to be a wonderful start. And then they also don't have any of the pens with it, so they're just going to syringe like thing it, and I'm like, great, wonderful. Just what I want. So today I have got another driving lesson. I've got 2 this week, 1 today, 1 tomorrow. So today is Friday, so I am off to get the first injection of my new medication today, and I am so nervous. I really don't know what to expect. Also, my mum just told me it might be with a different nurse than my normal nurse, so don't know that. Just because like she knows me and stuff. It's really early in the morning. I was up at 6:30 because I've got to be there for 9, and we've got some other stuff we've got to do before then. I'm really not feeling it this morning, to be 100% honest with you. I'm very, very tired. I'm in a lot of pain. I didn't get a lot of sleep last night because everything has been flaring up all week. And then on top of that, it's a new medication, and I'm just like... And they haven't got any pens, so like pen forms, so they have to do like needle syringe kind of vibe, and I'm fine with needles, but no one likes them. No one likes an injection. I'm really not looking forward to it. I don't really want to do it, but you've got to. It's one of those things. You've got to do it. But yeah, and it's not with my normal. It's not with like my rheumatology nurse, so it's like great, wonderful, because they moved my appointment earlier. I've just gotten back after having the first injection. I'm doing alright. I'm really tired today, so I'm in bed. I'm gonna chill the day, which is what I assumed I would do. It was okay. Unfortunately, it wasn't our like rheumatology nurse, so she wasn't really able to answer some of our questions because she doesn't know, which was fine. We kind of knew that going in. It's an injection every 4 weeks, I believe, so a little less frequent, but I'm back to the start of the blood test thing, so blood test every 2 weeks for 6 weeks, every month for 3 months, every 2 months after that. Wonderful. So I thought I'd give you an update how I'm feeling after the medication, as my first jab. Not overly good. I'm very, very tired. My joints have been quite stiff, painful. Yesterday was just a day from hell. Yeah. That marks the end of this vlog for this month. Look forward to next month as I'm off to Berlin for a week and I've got my driving test, so very, very exciting. But if you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and leave me a like.